of the Vermont Student Assistance Corporation, and this reception really is kind of the closing celebration of VSAC Day at the legislature, and today was kind of a monumental day for us. We at VSAC were created 50 years ago by the state of Vermont, really in order to inspire, nurture, and support the education, career, dreams and goals of students of all ages across the state of Vermont. We consider this to be a sacred vocation, and normally when we come here and speak about our programs and services, we talk about the numbers of the people that we serve through the College Savings Plan, through the career education counseling that we provide in virtually every kind of middle school and high school. But what was particularly special about today, and I want to thank everybody here for their support and participation, was that we had over 30 first-generation students come here to the legislature. For many of them, it was their first time in the State House. And you saw many of them running around with kind of hoodies, and the back of those hoodies really kind of captured our theme, which was "Ask Me What Comes Next." And many of you, we had students from virtually every county, from Bennington up to Essex. They sat in nearly every committee. Several of them shadowed the governor, shadowed the speaker, the president pro tem. And we know that within this group, somewhere is a future governor, a future speaker, and a future chair of a legislative committee. Their stories are the most powerful, and I'm hoping that tonight we'll have an opportunity to speak with some of our students. But before we get to that point, I'd like to introduce somebody who has been a very, very strong supporter of VSAC, but more importantly, a strong supporter of higher education, and a strong supporter of Vermont fulfilling its commitment to support the dreams and aspirations of Vermont students, young and old. Please join me in welcoming our Governor, Phil Scott.
Thank you very much. It's been quite a day today. We thank you for all participating. And we really want to thank VSAC for hosting this event. The State House has been a lot busier today than normal, and I had the opportunity to meet with over 35 high school students this morning as they visited the committees and legislators. It was great to hear their stories and learn about what they want to do next. Now we have another 9 students here who are taking the next steps in their education and careers, and I'd like to introduce each one of them. Hopefully you can just give us a hand wave and step forward as I call your name. Emma Saucier, and Emma's from Windsor. Savannah Jackson from Barry. Savannah. Autumn Wheeler, also from Barry. Is Autumn here? I'd say Autumn and Savannah off, probably off into Barry. David DeMasi, right here. David. David from Northfield. Hunter Knox from Windsor. Christina Brown from Hillier. Constancia Gomez from Warren, formerly from Argentina, correct? Correct. Rebecca Carlson from Berlin. And Kristen Mayhew from Morrisville. Well, thank you all for coming in. It's great to have everyone here to celebrate the opportunities and achievements you've earned with VSAC support and VSAC's role in making all of this possible. Certainly education and training are essential to the careers and lives you want to build. I think the bigger theme we are trying to advance today is recognizing and supporting the link between education attainment and careers in the 21st century economy. It's my goal to see that Vermont builds the best education system in the country from cradle to career and makes economic growth and the focus of every effort we undertake and creates the opportunity for all Vermonters. I appreciate VSAC's partnering with us on this mission by making it possible for Vermont students to continue their education in training after high school. The Department of Labor research shows that 7 out of 10 high-pay, high-growth jobs in Vermont over the next decade will require some education or training much beyond high school. And if we want to help Vermonters get ahead and grow the economy, we must think differently about education and account for the demands of the 21st century marketplace. The non-degree grant program highlights the value of looking at education as a way to invest directly in Vermonters and the Vermont economy. When we prioritize workforce training, we create greater opportunities for all. That is why I propose to increase funding for the non-degree grant program in the budget I presented to the legislature in January, and why it remains one of my top priorities in the coming months. Education is a key to a better and more prosperous life, and it's the most powerful tool we have to both support the business sector and lift Vermonters into higher paying careers. My goal is to make sure every Vermonter is prepared for these careers, and VSAC is the voice for Vermont students through career and education and counseling, grants, scholarships, and help with financial aid. So with that, I thank you again for having me. I thank you for participating in the day at the State House, and hopefully this may be some of your first times here, but it won't be your last. This is the People's House, and it's very, very important that you're engaged, that you come in and you go into every committee room and you listen to what's going on and participate, because if we want to change the direction of the polarization in our country, we're all going to have to get involved, and we're all going to have to listen to each other, because that's the way we get better government. That's the way we become better and more prosperous, each and every one of us. So thank you very much for participating. Thank you, Scott.
As I mentioned before, we at VSAC have been kind of blessed to have strong support from our governor, but we also enjoy strong support kind of in the legislature, particularly from the kind of Speaker of the House, if Mitzi is still here. I know you're pressed for time, and so I want to kind of take this opportunity to actually, to publicly thank you for the support that you have provided us in the legislature through the year, for your willingness to step up and take on a new leadership role in the House at a time when I think all Vermonters are looking for leadership, particularly as we look across the national landscape. So please join me in welcoming the Speaker of the House.
Thanks everybody for being here, and particularly to all of the students that came down and really helped the legislature understand what it is you go through. It's our job to understand the legislative process and think big picture about Vermont, but you all are the experts in your experience and what people in your position need to be able to become a stronger part of the workforce, to get the education they need, to really achieve your best, strongest, healthiest futures. And so that direct experience is incredibly valuable. I had a great time today with Jack from Milton, who shadowed me for a while. It was actually fun because I had a 10-year-old shadowing as well. So so we actually had really interesting discussions of government and what that means between a fifth grader and a student wrapping up his AP government class, looking to work with VSAC to major in poli-sci beginning next year. The kind of support that VSAC offers is really that bridge to the Vermont that we want to make sure to create for people. We have a 16-year-old in our house, and working with VSAC to think about what his options are for the future. And really, I know that I'm deeply appreciative that VSAC doesn't just help college-bound kids, because we need people in all sectors in Vermont. If you've ever had a plumbing emergency on Christmas Eve, we need people trained to really help all Vermont and all sectors of Vermont function well and create good, strong, livable wage jobs for people. and all paths of post-secondary education can help that. And VSAC plays a really critical role in that for, in our state for the lucky students here. And we appreciate it very much. And want to thank you for being here. Thank you for the good work. And we look forward to continuing this partnership to build a strong, healthy future for the state. So thank you.
Thank you all very, very, very much. We at VSAC are also privileged to have, I think, one of the kind of strongest boards in the state of Vermont. And I would like to acknowledge two individuals that from our board that are here. Dodie Mitchell, our board chair, if you just raise your hand so that people know you're... Dodie is a tireless advocate for VSAC and for, more importantly, for our students. And then Martha Heath, that is kind of in the back. Martha serves as a vice chair of the VSAC board. Another, I think, as everyone here knows, tireless advocate for Vermont students of all ages, and one of our strongest supporters of VSAC. So thank you, Dodie and Martha, for... I'd like to create an opportunity for at least a couple of students to share kind of some of their stories. We probably won't have time for everybody, but I'm hoping that you'll come up and talk to those that don't get a chance to speak, so you can get a chance to ask them what comes next. But why don't I go in order? Would you like to introduce yourself and share just a little of your story?
Sure. Hi, my name is Becky. I am a Johnson State student now. I recently graduated from CCV with the help of VSAC and federal aid. I am lucky enough to be able to graduate from CCV completely debt-free, and I'm hoping that with Johnson State I can continue that way. I am working on my business degree. I have an accounting degree, and I actually just got my first accounting job, so I'm utilizing my degree finally. Yay! It's only part-time, so I can still go to Johnson State full-time, so yeah. You're welcome.
Hi, my name is David DeMasi. When I actually started at CCV, my primary concern was being able to afford a college education, and thanks to VSAC, that was a reality. I actually finished last semester with my degree in STEM studies, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is my intent to actually transfer to UVM and begin a master's degree in mechanical engineering. And I have high hopes of working for NASA when I finish. Wow.
My name is Emma. I'm from Windsor. I'm a Vermont Tech student on the Randolph campus. I'll graduate in May with my associate's degree in mechanical engineering, and then I'm going to continue another year and a half to get my bachelor's in manufacturing engineering. So with the help of VSAC and the school, I'm able to graduate a semester early with very minimal debt.
Hi, my name is Hunter Knox, and I'm a student at the Community College of Vermont right now. I major in environmental science, and VSAC has helped me in a very important and meaningful way to me, in the fact that I wasn't raised by my parents, and I'm a first-generation student that didn't have the support and confidence to go to school, and with the help of Marilyn and Marty at VSAC, they helped me to bring my confidence up, and were able to provide a great amount of support to me, in which I've excelled at CCV. I'll be graduating this semester, and I plan to move forward and attend the UVM, and I am looking into either environmental science, water resources, or natural resources ecology, and I'm hoping that VSAC can continue to help me along that path. I'll be able to make a contribution to my state of Vermont. Thank you.
name is Kirsty Mayhew. I'm also a first-generation college student. When I first started with VSAC, I was a single mom, a teen parent, and I had 5 jobs at one point. So you can imagine that that was a pretty challenging road. 2013, I graduated from CCD with my liberal studies degree. And in May, I will graduate from Johnson State with my bachelor's in psychology. And I recently applied for my master's program in psychology at Johnson State. I'm receiving 2 scholarships from VSAC, and I couldn't have done it without Andrea and Sac Stars.
Hi, my name is Constancia Gomez. I'm from Argentina originally, and I came a couple years ago to work and ski at Churubusco. And then I decided to teach Spanish, and Andrea had been helping me so much. She does work among people's schedules and try to find you and do the paperwork and help you. So I couldn't be here without her help. She's amazing. And I can't thank VSAC enough to give me the opportunity to understand better, actually the US for me in my case. And I do many things, but my teachers at CCB right now, they have been amazing. And I'm gonna graduate with 0 or no small debt. Thank you to VSAC.
Hello, my name is Christina Brown. I'm also a first-generation college student, the only one in my family. I started at CCB as a young mom, and I went through and got my associates, and then I graduated with my bachelor's from Springfield. And I am happy to say that I now am the director of the Transitional Living Program at the Youth Service Bureau here in town. So it is actually something that helped me out when I was a young mom in school trying to do school full-time, work part-time, and they were able to help me with housing so that I could continue that, and here I am now doing the same thing for my same community.
So, as I kind of indicated before, I think Einstein kind of once famously said that the supreme art of the teacher is to foster imagination and creativity. And at VSAC, you've given us this really sacred trust of kind of inspiring, nurturing, and supporting the dreams of Vermont students. I want to thank the governor for his remarks, because I think he spoke eloquently to the critical importance of education and training for the future of all these students. I'd like to thank you for being here. I'd like to thank you for your strong support of VSAC. More importantly, I'd like to thank you for your strong support of these students and the many thousands of students across the state of Vermont that we are able to nurture and support because of the support that you have provided to us. And with that, I'd like to kind of end the formal speaking part, but ask that you come up and ask each of these students what comes next. Thank you.